The bold look of Kohler. Where would Sheboygan be without it? Kohler provides hundreds of jobs to Sheboyganites, so it's only fair we learn a little bit about its history. In 1873, Kohler Company was founded by John Michael Kohler, the man that the Arts Center was named after. He and Charles Silberzar purchased a foundry in Sheboygan from John Michael's father-in-law, Jacob Vollrath, founder of Vollrath Company, for $5,000. The company made farm implements. In 1880, the Kohler factory burned to the ground, something that was common at the time. The company moved to a new facility in Sheboygan and added an enameling shop using a technology Jacob Vollrath had just invented. Shortly after, in 1883, someone marketed an enamel-covered pig trough as a bathtub, starting Kohler's business of plumbing products. A while after this, John Kohler purchased 21 acres of farmland 4 miles west of Sheboygan to build a new factory. By 1901, the factory was completed and Robert Kohler was elected president of the quickly growing company after his father's death. That same year, the Kohler factory burned down and work was turned back to the Sheboygan foundry while it was rebuilt. Robert Kohler was president only until 1905, when he died, and his son, Walter Kohler, took over. A few years later, in 1912, Kohler adopted the name Kohler Company and incorporated Kohler Village. Work began on a plan for it. In 1918, the American Club was built as a cheap apartment house for single employees. Kohler valued their workers and wanted them to stay in comfort for an affordable cost. 2 years later, Kohler built the world's first engine-powered electric generator and marketed it on both land and sea. 1926 was a successful year for Kohler Company. They sold their first dishwasher, called the electric sink. Kohler invented a way of coloring enamel, and Walter Kohler was sworn in as governor of Wisconsin while continuing his duties at Kohler. The duties of being governor were stressing on Walter, so before long, Herbert Kohler Sr. was elected president of Kohler Company. Later, in 1941, war broke out. To help the war effort, Kohler put all of their resources and manpower into making torpedoes, shell fuses, and other military equipment. Plumbing products were only sold to hospitals and military housing. In the 50s, workers' rights became a battle at Kohler. 1954 was the year of the Great Kohler Strike. The factory closed for 2 months as workers violently protested. Conflict broke out between strikers and strikebreakers. Kohler filed over 1,000 acts of vandalism during this strike. My great-grandpa was working at Kohler at the time. He was one of the workers who had to keep working to support his family, and there were lots of people that hated him for it. One night, in the middle of the night, one of the strikers shot a paintball through my grandpa's front window, ruining the entire room on the inside. Tensions were high among employees at the Kohler factory, and Herbert Kohler refused to give in for 6 years until he was finally pressured by government agencies to give the workers what they wanted. A few years after the strike, Kohler released a line of brightly colored fixtures to match the times. This was what inspired Kohler's tagline, "The bold look of Kohler." In 1972, Herbert Kohler Jr., the current president of the company, took office. 5 years later, the Kohler Environment was released. This was a box that the user could step into that could simulate anything, from warm breezes to gentle rain to natural sunlight. This was groundbreaking technology for the time. A few years later, the American Club was renovated to a luxury hotel and the sports core opened, providing world-class sport facilities at the time. In 1985, the Kohler Design Center opened for a way for Kohler to show off all of their great products. The Great Wall of China in the back of the store is pictured on the screen.
Welcome to the Kohler Design Center here in Kohler, Wisconsin, located right across the street from our factory. Inside you'll find 36,000 square feet of design and inspiration. The Design Center consists of mainly 3 levels. The entry level that you walk out on is actually a lot of product. Working product displays, really to show off Kohler's kitchen and bath. The mid-level, which consists of our water deck, features a lot of working tubs, whirlpools, and other different bathing technology so customers can really come in and experience. The upper level here is our design mezzanine, which is a really great way for customers to experience different design opportunity with Kohler products.
In 1988, Kohler entered the golfing world with its course, Black Wolf Run. As time went by, Kohler expanded all around the world to several different countries. Kohler also began to acquire more and more smaller companies, like Baker Furniture. In 1998, Kohler expanded their golf course selection and built Whistling Straits, a world-class golf course that has hosted the PGA tournament. In the early 2000s, the Kohler Water Spa, the Cravery, an artisan chocolate shop, and the Riverbend Estates, an extremely expensive club, opened. Today, almost 150 years after the company started, Kohler still holds its vision of quality and service.